Yeah, and let's speak about who should initiate this AI agents implementation in daily workflow. For instance, in my case, I'm just traveling attending a lot of events and conferences, and of course, I'm just bringing a lot of technologies to my team and say, "Oh, try this, try this, try this." But I would never apply this technology if my team is not accepting it. So for instance, I'm just bringing the technologies to my sales team and say, okay, try this, initiate this, or something like that. But they're pretty much interested or not interested, it should be. But and when they're telling me this, we really need this. So just please ask for quota, ask for a budget or something like that. And only after that, I'm going to implement that because I'm sure that my sales team will use it on a daily routine, and
Okay.
I won't
Okay.
like waste my money, waste my budget.
Got it. Got it. Okay, I would flip the table here, honestly. And I would state it this way. I think everyone who is in the office or like doing the job should think to himself, first of all. And if you're a manager, then you have to think to himself and to your team. Uh, Challenge every task you do during the day. If you're doing that task one time, or you repeat it 2, 3 times, or you do it 5 times and more. And if it's 5 times and more, a similar task, then no doubts you should be looking for AI technology which will take it out of your table, out of your plate. Would it be writing the report? Would it be generating the quote? Would it be drafting the response? Depending on who you are and what your role is. Again, a very simple measure. Think about how repeatedly you are doing that task. And if it's repeatable, it's a subject for potential AI improvement. Now, who may have budget for this? What's the technology which can do this or not? That's another question. And here, what we can see on the market, there are different aspects or approaches. Some companies are literally forming a standalone unit within the company, which is responsible for AI automation. Just like back then, it was digital transformation officer. And these groups, they're like SWAT teams. They have permission to go through all of the workflows, to change sales, support, customer success, lead gen, attribution, everything. So that's one way of doing this, but then you have to allocate budget for those guys and give them authority, granted authority to do the changes. The other alternative, what we see is it's either sales leaders or rev ops or sales ops leaders, which are seeing the workflow and kind of dictating how the workflow is and can change the workflow. They are becoming a catalyst of the changes, but that requires them to raise the hand from the daily tasks and try to kind of look strategically and maybe allocate their own time or maybe their team members' time to look for those tasks and try to automate. But that's the other ways of how people are doing this, how companies are doing that, and who may take a lead one way or the other.